Hello, welcome back. Now we continue with chapter 10, a little propositional logic. And let's see what we have learned. Yeah, we have studied conjunctions, negations, and see whether you can still remember that. Okay, now conjunctions. Yeah, the value is true if and only if both of the claims are true, and we have this table, right? Negations is the negative of the positive statement, and we have the opposite truth value. P, not P, and we have Q, not the case, P and Q. This is the special case. Yeah, not the case, then we have negation, and you have the brackets. And remember, we say not the case, P and Q. We don't say not P and Q, because not P and Q, we just write in a different way. Yeah. Okay, now let's move on to this very quick review. Now we have here 5 arguments. You put the arguments in the symbolic form, and then you test validity using the truth table. Now let's go to each of them. Number 1, so Vigo's Jack didn't commit the crime, and Weasel didn't commit the crime. So it's not the case that Vigo's Jack and Weasel commit the crime. Symbolizing, it's gonna be like this. Yeah, not P and not Q. Not the case, P and Q. Right? Yeah, we need the values for these 2 variables. And then we can see we need a lot. Then P, Q, not P, not Q, P and Q, then not the case P and Q, and not P and not Q. For the value, you have to do it by yourself. That's easy right now, right? Yeah, I don't think it could be a problem to you right now. Now we have here the last table with just 2 columns. Premise on the left, conclusion on the right. We have the only case when the premise is true and the conclusion is also true. Valid. Yeah. Then you can see this is the strength of the truth values, the truth tables. Yeah. It gives us the ease of thinking. We just look, analyze, and we just have our decision. Number 2, if you have this symbolic form correct, you are okay. Not the case, P and Q, not Q. Okay? 3 cases where the premises are true, and 2 cases okay. We have 1 single case, the premise is true and the conclusion is false. Invalid. Now, number 3, not the case P and Q, not P, conclusion, not Q. See whether you have a similar table like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need 6 columns. In the exam, if you miss any column, that's wrong. In the exam, we may give you a choice with 6 columns like this, and we just have 1 value wrong. Example, here, not Q. In this cell, I just changed from true to false. Then the whole table is not perfect, because you can see Q is false and not Q is also false. Then that's wrong value, is it right? And you've got to be very careful. Okay, now we have the last table with 2 premises on the left, conclusion on the right. True, true, false, invalid. We have 2 situations, right? Then 50% okay, 50 other percent it's not valid. Then the whole argument is not valid. Number 4. See whether you have the same symbolic form like this. Not the case P and Q, P, conclusion, not Q. Right? You can see True, true, true. Valid. Number 5. Yeah, not P, not the case P and Q, not P and not Q. Right? Yeah, we may have different inversion and words, but the symbolic form can be the same. It's the pattern of thinking, the pattern of logic. Right? Yeah, and we can use the same pattern to different places. We apply this to law, to education, to economics, commerce, yeah, and different areas. Because critical thinking is just about the logic. When the logic is okay, we can apply that logic into different fields, right? Now let's come back to this one. Yeah. Then, invalid. Not so difficult, right? Okay. Yeah, so are you ready to go to, something more challenging? Deeper analysis of negations and conjunctions. Now let's go to arguments with 3 variables. Not 2, but 3. Yeah, for the arguments with 2 variables, we use only 4 lines. Now arguments with 3 variables, see how many lines do we need to show all of the combinations of the values together. Let's have a look at this. We have Tina is tall, Sarah is not tall, but Missy is tall. So Tina is not tall. Then we have the 3 basic statements. Tina is tall, Sarah is tall, Missy is tall, and we assign 3 letters P, Q, and R for each. Now to tell you what, we need 8 lines to show all of the relationships, the values. And it's good news that in critical thinking in this course, we just limit to 3 variables, the maximum of 8 lines. We don't give you 4 variables. And we do not need 16 lines. It's a waste of paper. But maybe in the coming time, when we turn the exam to online, we can give you 4 variables with 16 lines. Now back to this one, 8 lines. Then how can we demonstrate? How can we arrange the values? Now for P, we are going to have 4 true and 4 false. True, 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 and false, 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 false. For Q, we have alternating pairs. True, true, false, false, true, true, false, false. I say alternating pairs. And for R, I say alternating true, false. Then true, false, true, false, true, false, and true, false. Easy? In the exam, we may give you other letters, not just P, Q, and R. It depends on you as well when you do your argument by yourself. Okay, now let's have a look at this case. P, not Q and R, P and R. Right? Tina is P, Missy, R, Sarah, Q. Now we have the table. P, Q, R, 4 true, 4 false. Alternating pairs, true, false. Alternating true, false. We need not Q. Then we can have the conjunction not Q and R. And we combine P, Q. We have P and Q. Sorry, P and R. My mistake. And then one more table. We have the premises on the left, conclusion on the right. 8 lines, you have to be more careful. Premises are true. Yeah, when all the premises are true, the conclusion must be true. Just look at the case when all the premises are true. How many cases are there when all the premises are true? How many? Line number 1, line number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just line number 3, true, true, and the conclusion also true. Valid. It's a piece of cake, a small piece of cake. Now consider case number 2. Not the case P and Q, not Q and R, and a conclusion, not P. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Not the most complicated. In the exam, we can give you 10 columns. This is only 8. Yeah, why do we need not P and not Q? Okay, you can see because we have a conclusion not P, and we have here not Q and R. We need not Q to have not Q and R. Why do we need the column P and Q? We need this, then we'll have the negation, not the case, P and Q. For the values, now you know it, right? Okay, what do you think? True, true, false. True, true, true. Invalid. All the cases have to be true. Yeah, then it is valid. When just one single case doesn't go with the definition, when all the premises are true, the conclusion must be true, then it's invalid. This one? Yeah. Then we need this table, right? We need P and B and P, then we have the negation of B and P. Then you have to consider which column you need, right? Spend time doing it by yourself. What about this? True, true, and true. There is just one single case when all the premises are true and the conclusion is also true. Valid. Case number 4. Bill Clinton didn't serve in two terms in office, but Jimmy Carter did. So B for Bill Clinton, J for Jimmy Carter. George Bush served 2 terms in office, G for George. So it is not the case that both Carter and Bush did not serve 2 terms in office. Not the case, not J and not G. Complicated, right? Let's see how many columns we have here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Not the most complicated. Yeah, you have to consider. We need, I say, not the case B and J. Then we need not B first. And then we have, sorry, not B and J. So we need not B first and a conjunction not B and J. If we need the value not the case, not J and not G, then we need not J and not G first, right? And we have the combination not J and not G. And then we have the negation, not the case, not J and not G. Yeah. Decide which column we need. In the exam, if we miss one of the columns, it's not the good answer. And also you have to carefully check all of the values, the value of each cell as well. For example, for true here we turn it into false. Then one of the cells has the false value. Right? Now, the last table, what do you think? When all the premises are true, which is the case when all the premises are true? Which line? Line number 5. True, true, and the conclusion is also true. Valid. It's interesting, right? It's a golden opportunity for you to gain easy scores. Don't lose scores in this part. Gain lots of scores as well. Yeah. Now let's go very quickly with this. If you are good at maths, it's not a problem. Yeah. And if you have been, if you were lazy at high school, secondary school, okay, and you had to struggle in the math lessons. You need a tutor now. Okay, now A, B, C true, X, Y, Z false. A and B and C true. Not the case, A and B and C false. A and B, so we do, I say, yeah, within the brackets first. A and B, true, true, true. True, not C, true, not C, false. Then true and false, false. Now B and X and A, false. B and, not the case, X and Y, true. Not Z and, not the case, A and B, A and C. Not X and, not the case, not B and not C. Not Y and not the case, A and not C. True. Not the case, not Y and not the case, A and not C. False. This is so complicated. Number 10, the last one. If you have a true, you are a master now. Okay, now put these in the symbolic form. Cats and dogs are mammals. Pay attention to the comma family. Cats and dogs are mammals. We have C and D. A comma here refers to conjunction outside, not in brackets, and not K. Cats, dogs, and humans are mammals. Easy. It is not the case that cats, dogs, and humans are mammals. Now, tuna and bass are fish, but whales are not. T and B, and not W. It is not the case, okay, that tuna and bass are fish, but whales are not. So, right? Not so difficult. So now we don't care what the variables stand for, we just care for the values. You can pause the video for 5 minutes and check the answers very quickly. Okay? Valid. This is easy, I just move a little bit fast. Not the case A and X, not Y, then the answer not X and not Y. Invalid. Not the case, not P and F. G, then G and F. Invalid. Number 4. Valid. Yeah, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I love this one. 10 columns. Okay? Valid. Yeah, I move a little bit fast. Yeah, because I think it is not so much of a problem to you. Yeah. But in case you still find this a problem, do not hesitate to contact me via email. I would love to give you, more explanations. Now let's go to, these. Frogs hop and toads hop. Snakes do not hop. So it's not the case that frogs and snakes hop. Yeah, frog, F, T, toads, S, snakes. And remember, getting the symbolic form is also important, is it right? Yeah. Okay, here. Valid. Number 2. Freshmen. Let's have F. Sophomores, S. Senior, it can be SE, SO, right? F and S, not SE. Not the case, S and SE. What do you think? Look at the lines when both of the premises are true. Got it. Number 3. It's not the case that fish is fattening beef. So fish, F. That's beef, B. Vegetables, V. V. So fish and vegetables are not fattening. They're not F and not V. In the exam, you still have a table with all of the columns like this, and we just give you a signal which one is the premise by giving you a star, remember? And the conclusion is the super C. It means conclusion. We have true, 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 and true, true, false. Invalid. Number 4. Yeah, students can raise their grades by studying hard. So studying hard, yes, but not by doing extra credit work. So extra credit work, I just say E. It's not the case that students can raise their grades by doing extra credit work and getting a tutor. Tutor or T. It's going to be something like this. Okay? So, true, true, false. Invalid. Now, this one. It's not the case that France and Japan are in Europe. China is not in Europe. Invalid. Easy? Not so difficult, right? Yeah, we all need to practice, and practice makes perfect. So again, I need you to do all of the exercises in the material. Yeah, chapter 10. Yeah, it's not so difficult if you practice a lot. And I say that's the opportunity for you to gain so many easy, happy scores, right? Then don't lose scores in this part. Just review. And when it comes to any problem, you have any confusion or something, do not hesitate to contact me. Just go to the office and see me, or you can just contact me for a meeting face-to-face. I'm very happy. If you are very busy during the day and you want to see me in the afternoon, in the evening, I stay up very late. Okay, just contact me. But don't contact me after midnight. Okay? It's not very good to stay up late. Too late. Okay, so thank you very much for joining the lesson, and if you do have any questions, just contact me. Thank you and goodbye.